this is an area of less flow, mistress. There's something out there, but there's something everywhere. Airless ruins some distance ahead. Okay, and we're actually going in its direction. I think I can see it. I think that's it, just in front of us right now. I feel like we're sailing through a cloud. In effect, mistress, we are. The particles we can see are ice particles. Can we... This has been what was left of the river here. Okay, cool. Cool, Six. I really like your lectures, but can we land here? This appears to date from the Ioxian Empire. Oh, I found a scroll of scorched paper. Really? So this is a newer ruin from a more recent period. Let me think. First of all, a verb of sky, so flying and some knowledge. Well, this one is a new one. And I don't know a single word. Anyway, so not live. So to die, because this is dead, so this to be to die. But this is an adjective. Withering. Place of emperors, so palace maybe. Hey, I don't know. So off and hold. In that case. No, you know what? I don't have an idea. I'll just do whatever right now. I have no idea. Honestly. But a withering palace. What might a withering palace be? So it seems that that was actually a good translation. So the withering palace is a thing. So we've missed, well, not missed, but we haven't found anything in the first search zone, so we've, we now have to explore the western part of this area. And, yeah, let's go here. And some weaker flow means that we'll probably be able to find something here. Sparkles appear to be settled by our passing, mistress. We are sweeping them away as we sail. Very cool. Those little rocks are nothing of the sort of thing we're looking for, are they? Let's go right. And then left into this cloud. No, that does not seem like the right way. I think I might be lost for the first time in this game. We've always had the luck to find the places we were looking for pretty quickly. This time might be different. Although might this be the place we're looking for? There's something here. There is not enough room to land the ship, mistress. I will ready the hopper. Yeah, that does not surprise me. We've been hoppering up and down all kinds of places for the last few hours. We're here in the Withering Palace. This is where the metal hoop from the garden was made. Okay. Look at this place. Not too hospitable. We're losing stamina.
We hoppered down into a narrow, rocky canyon. Waves of dust made it impossible to breathe.
We're quickly losing stamina. We have to go fast. The air is getting to me.
This was the worst one yet.
You should not talk, mistress. The dust will get into your throat. Okay, you best keep moving. How long can I last out here? Obviously, you have 2 minutes without shelter. After that, your lungs will begin to struggle. Okay, so let's refrain from speaking. Okay? Because we've wasted enough stamina for speaking stupid stuff already. Can't we move like a bit faster?
My head was spinning.
Mistress, the lack of atmosphere on this moon is taking its toll on you. Don't tell me I know. 2 minutes. A wind shadow. Yeah. Let's hunch in the shadow for a while. Bless the goddess, a wind shadow. This place, Six. This place is horrible. It is indeed horrible. The moon must have been habitable for. No one would have built anything here. Not under all this dust. I do not pretend to understand humans, mistress. Keep your eyes peeled, Six. Let's find what this place has to offer, and quickly. An excellent idea, mistress. Are you well enough to continue? I guess so. Let's go. Why is my stamina green now? Does that mean that I'm poisoned or something? A path. A channel seems to get narrower. There's no way to know if it leads anywhere at all. If there is no shelter, I fear you will not make it back. Oh, I will, don't worry. We just have to
Then we rounded a corner.
move faster.
And we saw it.
It's just like the one in the Emperor's graveyard. Although this moon couldn't be more different. Well, look at this. Well done, mistress. Of course, I never doubted it would be here. Hope this place is worth it. Who knows? But it is certainly a find. The ruins will provide a wind shadow, mistress. You are safe. We've seen this kind of gate before. In the graveyard of the Emperors. This site must be from a similar period. So we have a bit of an inscription in the middle. There's no inscriptions on the left this time, and I don't think there will be any inscriptions on the right, so let's just read this one. On the top bar of the gates, symbols embossed into the metal, ancient. So there's a lot to uncover here. And in this place, might go like this. In this place, dying may find... The dying may find comfort, I would wager. This is gives life hold. Listen. Verb. Toward. Man, I know this should probably be comfort, but I'm trying to decipher the meaning of the individual elements of this compound word. So verb, to give, listen. So that might actually not be listen, but love, like I suspected in the beginning. So to give love is to comfort someone. And that would make sense. In this place that I might find comfort. And if that is how it should be, then this, come on, this should be wrong. This thing. Pray and listen to your people. But love your people would make more sense in this case. You know what? No, I'll need leave it for later. Anyway, what are we expecting to find here, Six? I have no idea, mistress. I know nothing about this place. You know something, Six. It's because you were here. Not because of me, mistress, because of something in me. Something I would be quite happy to be without. Let's see what we find inside.
We stepped through the ancient gate. The wind outside dropped to a hollow moan.
I really hope we don't have to go back through the storm. I am unsure I could even allow you to try, mistress. So, okay, this is, look out there. It's like some kind of nightmare. The winds outside might be blowing from somewhere, mistress. There must be a wellspring here generating dust. Cool. Let's go into the open room for now.
The room was filled with rows and rows of books.
So, is this a library? Couldn't be more different than the graveyard we found before. Nevertheless, the age is similar, mistress. Let's check out the books first. If you could make it through the dust. I'm certain he could not. Take one book. Yes. Let's steal something. The Chronicles of Mazwai. Of course. It's the book Huang is always reading. There are something in the order of 600 copies of Mazwai on Iox, but this one is not, mistress. Another book. There's ancient here. Lots of it. Oh yeah, that's a long one. This one is a blurry fragment from a longer line of text. So first of all, we have Empress, and another Empress, and B. Oh, this is a palace, actually. And Withering. The Withering Palace, of course. I don't know enough to resolve this. But the Withering Palace. These documents must date back to the construction of this place. How could this be where the fall began? It doesn't make any sense. Another book. More sequences of ancient. This one is a blotted piece from an even longer phrase. I follow this. This is wrong, isn't it? That's all I can think of. Okay. We'll have to look through like a lot of those inscriptions we already have in our book again in somewhere safe probably. So, looks like someone dropped something here in the crack between the stones. A round stemmed key. Looks like something from the early empire. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription along the barrel. Oh, for once. I think this comes from the same source as the coin and a dented gong that we discovered in the Emperor's graveyard. There must have been a strong connection between the two sites. This should help us work out where to look for its location. Very cool. Let's check out this book. The ink in this one has run. This one has a blurry piece from an even longer phrase. Okie dokes. There is the palace. Again. The palace will eternity. And what do we have? Forever and eternity. Is that all? This has to be wrong. Clearly incorrect. There must be another possibility. Yeah, I know. So not a palace in this particular case. Why can't we solve this right now? So if this is like I can't use this, so let's maybe use a few options we still have here. This is probably like a bigger hole, like a single word, and this is another single word, for example. But yeah, okay, let's leave it for now. I'm worried that everyone is both like and unlike the Emperor's Graveyard. Okay, but I'm worried that we're finding a lot of books and a lot of inscriptions that we cannot decipher yet. Scrolled papers, diagrams that I can't tell what of. It's like my Ares desk back in Iox. And we can go up. Maybe there's a way through across the roof. You know what? I'll leave the roof for a while yet. Well, first try to decipher this, but I'll leave the roof for a while yet, and then I'll go down and try to open that door with the key we found. We have robots. We'll return. And we have people. No people, something, robots return. I think no must be right. Good. And people must be right too. Oh, cool. In that case, we have something that we can. Wait, no people. And that is hold. Maybe wanted the robots to return. Well, that makes sense. That might make sense, actually. Okay, we can... Ooh, there's a lot of things right there. Statues. I must be tired. For a moment, I mistook them for giants. Yeah. We'll be back here in just a while. That was just a little teaser of what is to come. But right now, I'd really like to check the door here. Maybe open... What? What do you want? But if this is a Holy Empire site, the ancient gods shouldn't be here at all. Oh yeah, that's a good point. The gods were torn down, destroyed by the Empire. There are no gods in Iox, so why are these gods here? Laid out reverentially. Let's try the door. And it's locked. So obviously the key is to something else. Oh, we have another pile of scattered papers. And maybe we can get something out of this one too. A faded piece from an even longer phrase. Okay. Nothing? Has the game stopped holding me by the hand? We have a lot of stuff here. Palace of... something is... Yeah, well, that's a long one, and it doesn't really make sense yet, so maybe the game is still helpful, but we... The scale of the construction suggests opulence, even if the fittings do not. Yeah. Can we go here? Did this ever open? Perhaps, mistress. But I do not think it'll open now. Okay, let's check this door. Just for... I can see things in there. Oh, another inscription. This one looks, like it's having some familiar words. Does not. Do we have a does not anywhere? No, we don't. Will be. And we have right. Is that okay? So my translation of right has to be wrong. Woohoo! That's a pity. Let's try something. So, something will be something something. Adjective. Last, black, or sick in that case. Person. Not alive, so dead. That are... Wow. Can't really... Don't really have an idea about that one. So a person that is dead on the rivers or on the water. That cannot be blood because this is an adjective. This is supposed to be a verb. It's like joined. So married. And strong or healthy. So a person that has his shit together might be healthy in that case. Or strong. I don't know. The sick will be made healthy. That's what I'm going with. A hospital? Was this a hospital? Safely away from everyone else, with all the gods watching. That makes some sense. Which would mean that we have some new words. At least, theories about some new words. I need to get my shit together too, to be honest, because I'm getting worse at this translation thing here. I'm getting all kinds of words wrong. A rock. A fallen rock. I'm glad I wasn't standing here with that when that came down. Yeah. Tell me about it. What's in here? Something on a table. A table set for a meeting. Looks like it ended in an argument. Could have been moments ago. The eagle and the sun. That dates this site beautifully. So this is an empire ruin. That's for sure. Can't we read any of those books? No, we don't. We can't. You have a beautiful view from here. I can see them more clearly from up here.
Stone gods staring each other down. Each one daring the others to blink first.
So there's a few I know and a few I don't. 6 gods in total. We've seen 2 earlier. Timur always told me there were 7 ancient gods, though. Where he got that from, I have no idea. So if that is the truth, we will have to go down there and check it out if we see the goddess of life and the goddess of death. But I bet there will be those 2 statues. Something wedged in the stone. A shattered belt knife, dating from the earliest days of the Empire, maybe, forged from silver. Doesn't have anything etched on the back of the blade. But I'm certain this is from a completely different place than the key or the Chronicles of Mazwa I found before. In fact, I don't think I've seen anything equivalent to this shattered knife before. Which means it must have originated on a site that is entirely new to me. Oh. Cool. Another thing and another place to visit potentially in the future. That's pretty good. Ooh. By the goddess and all her fingers. I'm glad I'm not doing this in the dark. So, are we jumping or what? This whole structure is intact except here, but there's no boulders, no signs of impact. I think this was demolished. Ooh. But I can jump to this. I'm sure I can jump this. What kind of archaeologist can't jump over a small gap? Come on, let's do it. So long as the stone on the other side doesn't break, of course. Can you just jump? There's like 1.5 meters to fall, so there won't be any danger. So fine. That was fine, but might not try it again. Look at the state of all this. Ah, we've seen this in the Garden of the Dead, the mural. Similar to the one we saw in an Emperor's graveyard. Perhaps this one is slightly older, even more worn. A line of figures, some stooped, some young, gathered together, then falling. A bright light. That's all I can make out. So this is a mural of the fall, maybe. Curious. Let's take the stairs down. And first, I want to see everything that's in this room. Is there anything to see here? This is the entrance to the main lobby, so to speak. And let's check out the book first. A stained fragment from an even longer phrase, as usually. What am I looking at here? No, I'm not looking at this. Or am I? No, I'm not. Oh, man. You. What? It does not. So we have those 3 things, and I'm pretty sure we can't. Yeah. Pretty sure we can't translate it yet. Remains of a fire. Somebody huddled here to keep warm, but burned what they could find. Books, most likely. Seems to be a compass decorated with a snake motif. I could estimate it dates from the ancient times? Incredible craftsmanship. Such tiny details worked in. And there's an inscription. Okay. I don't one of these words. I can guess the others. Can you? This is verb. Pray. Laugh. Pilgrim's Day. Remember. To hold this. Really? This is supposed to be another word? Hold this thing flat before you. Use it. Okay, maybe like that. Remember, hold this thing flat before you use it. that would make sense. This comes from the same site as the Chronicles of Mazwa I found here earlier, I think. But this does not sound like a proper inscription, like an old typey inscription. It just looks like a piece of a user's manual or something like that. So from our own world, doesn't it? Okay, so there we would have to go into the lobby, but first I'd like to check if it's open, but it's not. So if we can go through here first. Yeah, maybe barge the door. 6, if you're back there, and stand back.